This is another top 16 match. I thought this one was really good. Strider's approach to the matchup, I think, is really like methodical. And normally when you see a Laura player play against, first of all, I think Japanese players in general have a really strong record against Laura. They don't really think she's that great, which is interesting. But secondly, like this kind of slow-paced crawl of a matchup, I think generally favors Momochi. But man, I'll tell you what, Strider is good at playing nice and slow, right? Look at him go. He's just crawling forward. Checks him. Oh, that's the wrong elbow. Little challenge there with that crouching light kick. There's a punish. -4 on the roundhouse. Momochi has great spacing. Look at him. This is one of those players that when you fight against Momochi, it's so scary to press anything in the mid-range because you know he's some kind of demon who can like whiff punish everything, right? So he's really scary. Checked him. He just checked that dash forward with the back strong right outside the fireball range. Little buffer. And the way that Strider plays his offense is very safe here. You see this? He lands this elbow and then he just goes for throw. Nice and safe. Again, roundhouse is unsafe. He's a little punished for standing light kick. And again, he's checking Momochi here because, you know, if you're playing against a guy like Momochi, you know that he's going to play pretty defensive. Forward throw dash is really good against 3-frame characters. So in this situation, it's a lot like Chun, right? Where after the forward throw, when she dashes forward, she's 0. But against a 4-frame character, standing jab, you just get checked, right? Because he doesn't have a 3-frame button, he can't win here. He'll get counter hit if he hits a button, which is why jab and a crouching strong is common. Just backs off, and this fireball is pretty dangerous. Look at that. He worked in behind it. He played it nice and slow. He used it like a sonic boom, kind of, right? Throw the fireball. You wait right here to see if Momochi jumps. When Momochi doesn't jump, you move in behind it. You wait to see if he counter pokes. Take the command throw. Nice and safe, right? Again, fireball spaced out, anti-air. Yep, nice and safe.
Momochi with no answers now. One more hit will do it. Look at the slow approach. EX, I love it.
Yep, nice and slow again. You know Momochi's willing to play patient, so if you can like kind of capitalize on him playing nice and slow.
There's an element of whoa, this Laura's thinking. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone brings up that same point, right? You can tell when watching Strider that you're watching someone who's nice. You're watching someone who's playing methodically, and so if you're used to a Laura player kind of wilding out on you, you might not be ready. Uh-oh. Yep, combo. That catches you jumping out of the throw loop. Yeah, back throw stun. That's even better for Momochi that he got that. It's even better that it is that time of the month for Pedantic to get that resub for the 11 months. Thanks very much for the sub, homie. You can see here, this is a throw loop threat, but instead he walks back, baits the throw, does back strong, and then the back throw to stun anyway is even better because you can see how close he is there. Scaling is even better. He gets the uppercut to build some bar, close this round out.
I don't blame him. You want to keep these rounds as close as possible, 1 round apiece.
Yeah, you never want to leave Laura alive with full.
Oh, we got 200 subs now. Oh, we made it. 200 subscribers. Jesus Christ. Thanks, everybody. You guys are very nice in these holiday season. Back throw. Backdash. He was looking for throw.
I love the fact that he backed.
Run up. Yep, Momochi took he realized, I think, that Strider's very patient. Yeah, I caught him trying to jump probably. He realized that Strider's very patient, so he finally was like, all right, I'll just run up in your face. It's kind of similar in their thought processes, right? Real meaty there. This catches both quick rise and back roll. After you dash here, you do standing jab. This will catch quick rise. Down jab, which will catch back roll. And then standing short to link the combo here. Yeah, 200 subs. That was like what? Before Capcom Cup, I was saying, like right when we started streaming before Capcom Cup, we were at like 68 subscribers. A lot of you guys have showed up. Yeah, the real trouble for Strider there is Momochi plays really solid, really slow-paced, and methodically. And he forces, once an error comes out, especially unforced errors, he takes the corner position, and there, his corner game is incredibly strong. Counter hit combo, and look at that. He's already forced his way to the corner. And I haven't forced anybody to subscribe, but Scooter's taken the decision to do it. Thanks very much for subscribing. Is that Scoot or Scott? Because you've doubled a lot of letters in there. Scooter C, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. 201.
Just as you're saying.
Where'd you guys go? Oh, yeah, a little too far, I think, maybe even for the throw anyway. Step kick, a little juggle after. That builds you a lot of crush, yeah, or a lot of trigger. One more for stun. Nice and clean. This is where the matchup falls apart for Strider, right? The corner series is so hard to guess in, right? It's so hard for him to guess in.
You know he's thinking about this.
Complete domination. Another forward dash at the start of the round.
Momochi is very slow, very solid, right? And sub count's looking pretty solid to me. 202 now, thanks to R Dusk hitting me with that Twitch Prime. Look, he plays like this really reactive, safe style, and Strider kind of cracked that in the first game with the walk-up command throws, the tick throws. Like, he was kind of throwing him off with the fireballs and stuff. But now Momochi is like, every time he gets a hit, it turns to the corner and it turns into death because her defensive options are just so like weak in a position like that. I like this more. Yeah, a little bit more buttons from Strider. Oh. More movement. Okay, back throw. This is where it gets so bad, right? Yeah. Down jabs out of there. Fights for his space instead of just waiting. Look at how Momochi was fighting from behind the fireball. He backdashes, and then right here, he back strongs, right? He knows the spacing on this fireball. Right out of range of it, right? That's crazy.
Oh, I love it. Dashes up, gets right under.
Back throw. Yeah, he's not as plus off back throw. Oh, he tried to 3-frame Tatsu to beat it. Not as plus off back throw as forward throw. Fireball move in behind it, nice and slow. Momochi.
Okay, crazy guy. He still has full CA.
Set up here. Ah, link it. That's a straight link off standing jab.
I actually doubted a confirm from Momochi. He's still alive.
She's alive.
Run, medium kick. Yeah, that's a meaty. Run, medium kick is a meaty after CA. Momochi is a wild man. He's so strong. How do you recover from something like that? Empty jump, low short, stand jab, confirms that bad boy, no problem.
It's about that adjustment.
That's a link? Yeah, standing jab from Ken is plus 5, I believe.
Make an entire set, and that's really smart. Controlling the pace.
So it should be a link. Yeah, it's a link.
Just full-blown control. This rush down pace is something I feel like Strider's not. He's not.
I don't know why people never like Ken players kind of found that more recently, you know, and yeah, it's really strong because Ken's standing jab has to be plus 5, right? Because it links in a back strong, which is 5 frames. So yeah, it's a link. Standing jab into the CA. It's a link. It's like down medium.
Crazy Laura. It's extremely effective. Let's see if Momochi can handle it. You've only got 1 round now. 1 game left potentially to make.
I like that spacing on the heavy kick a little bit better. So now if you're Strider, your goal here is probably just to not get cornered. And so I think that if you're nice punish too. I think if you're Strider, you don't want to ever do elbow on block. Because if you do that, then you give him a position to 50-50 you and carry you to the corner. Elbow. Man, being cornered here is so scary. Oh, God. All right, that worked out. Yeah, side switch. Yeah, I don't want to see that many elbow cancels, right? All right. Momochi takes the risk, and now he's cornered. And now the mix-up starts. Tick throw. Throw loop is a threat. Got him.
Standing medium kick activates spark show. What side? The other.
Here's my question about this scenario.
Look at the spacing.
He lands this. Is standing fierce into clap, regular clap, into super a better combo? Does it kill there, or is this the optimal damage? Or is this like the better choice? Because I think if he does standing fierce, like right, if he did, because he does crouching fierce here, that's fine too. It's the same thing. Crouching fierce here. If he throws a fireball, he's gonna build CA. Is that a better combo than doing down fierce into EX? Yeah, I know it's crouching fierce, but I was just thinking about standing fierce because that's probably what I would have done.
I love these match analysis streams.
I don't know what I would have done. Looking over to see a $50 donation. Thanks very much. Damn, that's kind of you. You guys are crazy. Spend this on your family. Go buy them some Christmas gifts. Go finish your Christmas shopping. Thanks for the donations. Man, you guys are too kind. You guys are too kind. Man, that's wild. Whew. That's wild. Yeah, crouching fierce into clap into CA. Is that better damage? And like, is that a better idea than doing this mix-up? I wonder. I'm not
Yo,
sure.
what?
Standing short. Down strong would combo here, but he went for a tick throw instead.
Other side,
Oh,
neutral.
water jump.
Notice he didn't spend any meter right there. Walking up with the jab.
2-bar. Oh, nice
there
buffer.
we go.
Finally, that stand like
Yeah, I think he didn't see it would build super either. I agree with you on that. My question is just whether that would have killed or not. I'm not sure. I think it would have been pretty close. Collins, man, that's too kind of you.
So to challenge that back says a
Too
lot.
kind of you.
Bring it to this matchup.
Whoa, crazy juggle.
Side
Oh, what a block. Standing light kick buffer is really, really strong with Laura. Probably one of her best tools, right? Because it's pretty safe to do. When you block that down strong, you just do a delayed, you hold back, and then you hit light kick. And if his attack happens to miss, the light kick comes out, and you've buffered it into elbow. It's really, really, really strong.
Nice block by 801
Crushes
Strider.
him.
And now we're
Take the
getting
juggle, and that's meaty. Yeah, nice and meaty there.
EX lets it fly. Ready for the run though.
He was looking for throw bait. I like that back sway, too.
Crush
Hard
count.
knockdown.
Side switch from Momochi, yep. This meaty is not that dangerous, but the next is pretty dangerous. Okay.
Throw.
Back to the middle of the screen, using that command dash.
Moving in behind it. Yeah, you can't really threaten that too much because of the fireball.
Give him that little space.
Got him.
Nice fireball. Still corner in control. 801 Momochi.
He waits.
back to
Yeah,
the
nice
wall.
nice and
One
slow.
bar.
Oh, he missed his elbow. God, no. He messed up. Oh.
Momochi's back to the wall. One
If he got his elbow here, his anti-air elbow, Momochi would have been like on a pixel, you know, chilling. He missed it though. And Momochi, this is classic. Because he's such a patient guy, you never ever expect something like dash up, low medium kick, fireball. It's so powerful, right? It's so powerful. Yeah, I don't know if stand light kick elbow is like step kick,
Needs to, oh, it's gonna cost him everything. He's gonna save
but
it.
it's really good. I'll tell you that.
Meter. Don't get hit though. 801 Strider.
Bro, you are playing.
Oh,
so
Jesus. That's like, you have to be a very brave man to go for something like
Playing.
EX command throw out of nowhere. But Momochi likes to walk and he likes to block, right? So it works.
Oh, sunset wheel. Put a little extra cheese on it. Spin that bar.
A little bit of ragoness, man. I think well applied. Well applied.
Man, that was
And now
good.
you
Thanks,
see
thanks again,
Momochi
Collins.
more with that stand like he does not
That's very
want
nice of
Momochi
you.
to feel comfortable using that V-skill run.
Yeah, elbow on hit is sort of like step kick in that sense, right?
Don't want to be at point blank position.
I think standing medium kick from her is more like a step kick in that it pushes you forward and then forces a mix up. It gives you a combo on hit.
From Momochi too. He hasn't taken to the air as much, so that could be something he starts to employ again.
I don't know. There's not like a direct comparison. Step kick was stupid, by the way.
You're looking like a genius right now.
Yeah, you know, it's another day in the life, Steve.
Yeah, step kick was a dumb move.
V-skill run up again. I like the checks. 801 Strider waking up, not letting him get away with a lot of that pressure. Dash up again.
All right, good check.
Confirm. Into the corner. Oh, don't press buttons.
Oh, he caught him backdashing, trying to get out of the throw. One more for stun. Yeah, back throw. Worst position you could be in, right? Yeah, I mean, you're dead.
Crowd completely silenced here. As 801 Strider falls. Can he bring it back?
This is not
What are my thoughts on Capcom Cup being 2 streams when they were able to do all of Capcom Cup on 1 stream last year? Well, here's the difference. 2 streams meant that we started around noon and we finished at like, I don't know, 8 p.m. or something, right? So it was like about 8 hours of streaming. When it was all on 1 stream, it was like it was like a 12-hour or 13-hour day or something like that.
There's no way to look
And for the players, you don't want them to have to wait for fucking 12 hours to have to get to top 8, right? That's really bad. I mean, I was getting tired too. Yeah, by the end of the day, I was exhausted. Lots of players were falling asleep, and it was really bad. This is a much better... Having it on 2 streams is better for the players.
Same side.
Yeah, it's same side. You can tell what side she's going to end up on by what button she uses here. When she uses Fierce, she's staying in the front. If she uses, like, standing medium kick, she's going to go behind. It just depends on if she's in V-trigger or not, and what's it called, what button she uses here, about where she ends up. Because in V-trigger, her dash goes further, so. And there's a little bit more height on the EX Fireball, so she's going to cross up. Unless she dashes forward or something and then does down strong, but, you know.
Oh, so good.
So Laura's knockdowns they all have different frame advantage. So here's how you determine what the knockdown advantage of a character's situation is. So let's say you want to know what Laura's knockdown advantage is. So the most important numbers for you are the knockdown advantage on a move and her dash, right? So let's say something like her forward throw. Her forward throw is plus 17 on knockdown, right? Think about that. Plus 17 on knockdown. Her dash is 17 frames. So if she forward throws you and then dashes, right, what is she? Right? She is 0. That's how that works, right? So if she forward throws you, she's plus 17. If she dashes forward, it's 17 frames. So she's now 0. Which means that if your character has a 4-frame button and she does her 3-frame jab, you get counter hit, right? So that's like kind of how you calculate the knockdown advantage or not. I think her command throws but that are not EX are plus 13 on knockdown, which means dash up after command throw is negative, right? It's minus 4. Her heavy punch elbow, I think, is also 17. And her medium punch elbow follow-up is like 15, I think. Right? That's what it is. I'd have to look. I'd have to check it out. What is her medium elbow? 18. So her elbow in the knockdown is 18. Plus 18. And her heavy punch elbow is 17. That's what I thought. Okay. So yeah, if you're 17 plus 17 and you have a 17 frame dash, when you dash forward, you're 0. Because those cancel out. It's just like math, right? Just like math. You have 17 frames to work with. So that's how you figure out a meaty, right? That's how you figure out a meaty in some scenarios. If you say like, all right, I'm plus 4 here after this knockdown and I'm point blank, then, you know, I can do a move that's like, I don't know, 7 frames and it's a medium and it'll still be 3-frame buttons, right? So you can just look at the math. Yeah, quick maths. You can just look at the math and figure it out. That's how you do it. Yeah, the thing about having 2 streams is that you also, it's just math. Yeah, it is math. It's literally just math to figure these things out. Tick throw, that's a dangerous tick throw, right? Standing light kick into regular throw or command throw or down strong is a really hard mix-up to deal with, because if you don't know, standing light kick, if you do crouching medium punch after and your opponent tries to jump, you get hit grounded. So if Strider does crouching strong into EX fireball here, and Momochi tries to hold up because he's like, oh, he's going to command throw me, then he gets hit by it grounded, and it's like a full combo. And then if he just stays blocking, he can get command throw.
One sunset wheel.
Love how ready he was for that jump in this time.
It's a hard spot to be.
Back dashes out. Gotta watch out for that activation.
Dash under. Oh, Momochi, the risk taker. Low forward fireball activate. Yeah, the classic.
Delayed. Fireball connects.
Yeah, my advice if there's 2 streams is just to watch the matches you like. Elbow. That was the safest option he could have gone with. He went to so many command dashes, and I think that works on Momochi because he likes to walk back a lot, right? So he likes to walk back. So stuff like this will catch him walking back. Oh, he jumped right there.
They're all on the line. 801 Strider.
Damn, he's good in the clutch. Strider's always been really strong in the clutch.
I don't blame him, man.
Momochi just went into blocking mode. He was never gonna command grab there. No way.
Again, Momochi is willing to play slow on the ground, so if you're Strider, I like him dashing up like that. You gotta check him sometimes, and then you gotta use your forward advancing moves. Yeah, punish. Scared of the uppercut. Momochi is really strong about that too. Yeah, dash forward. He waited for that counter poke. That was good timing from Momochi, right? Good recognition of how players think. He does his whole string, right? He backs off and waits, and he says, all right, I've done my offense, I can't overcommit here. He lets Strider do a button, and then Momochi just takes advantage and dashes, right? So he pushes himself out of range, and it's that he realizes there that like trying to wait for a whiff punish is, you know, one idea, but he pushes himself out of range, lets Strider counter poke, and then dashes in behind it. And Ken's dash is incredibly fast, so hard to deal with. That was a really smart choice, by the way. When you do jump roundhouse with Laura, it actually pulls her farther forward. So when you want to escape the corner, you jump and hit heavy kick immediately, and it like pulls her farther than a regular jump would, right? It pulls her body forward. So look how far she escaped the corner. So Ken can't side switch easily here.
I'll take it. Oh, get back in the corner.
That's a side switch. But, you know, the option is really strong. Plus frames. He's getting close to stun. What a neutral jump.
Surely she won't survive here, or will she?
She's alive, right? Yeah.
He's got a chance.
Needs to activate. Tech.
Come on, 801 Strider.
Yeah, standing medium kick. Oh, Jesus.
V reversal. Opening.
I actually can't believe he took that risk. Like, this is the craziest risk. But, oh, he tried fierce to maybe catch backdash or something. This is such a crazy risk. But it's what Momochi is really good at, right? His defensive choices right there are really strong. Like, think about how many EX uppercuts he did in that set, right? There was like, what, maybe 5 or 6, and like every one of them hit. That's why he's known as Yolochi, right? Remember people used to talk about him as being Yolochi? Before we talked about how sick his hit confirms were, people talked about Momochi being able to know how to go crazy. Because Ken had that 4-frame crouching medium kick in Street Fighter 4, and he would just wake up with DP or crouching medium kick or Kara throw or whatever, right? Like, he knows how to take those risks on his own wake up. That's a very useful skill to know.